Good morning Year 10. We are starting a new topic today. We're going to be looking at probability. So we're starting with the basics. What you should be doing is you should be watching this video, maybe making some notes as you go along. Then you need to complete the worksheet that's on Google Classroom. Once you finish the worksheet, you need to mark submitted. You need to send me a picture of your work so I can see it, please, and also use the answer sheet to mark your work and write your score in the comments. That can either be in the overall comments or in the private comments. So we're going to start off just with the basics of probability, and then we need to remember one key formula. So the probability of an event equals the number of ways it can happen divided by the total number of events. Now today what we're going to look at is we're going to look at a simplified version, and we're going to look at some different pictures and work out the probability of picking a counter or a number or a letter depending on what we've got. So my first example is down here, and you can see that we've got a bag with different coloured counters. We've got 2 black, 3 green, 2 pink and 1 orange. So we can instantly start to work out some of these probabilities. So the probability I get a black counter, or the number of ways it can happen, there's one there, so it's 2 altogether, divided by the total number of events. So I count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get an answer of 2 out of 8. Now, if I wanted to, I could cancel it down, but remember you don't need to cancel it down unless the examiner asks you to. I could also write it as a decimal if I wanted to, or I could write it as a percentage if I wanted to. All of those answers are correct, but actually 2/8 is the answer that I'm after. I can then start to look at some others. So I've got the probability of something is green. Well, green, I've got 3 ways it can happen, divided by 8 altogether. The probability of pink is 2 out of 8, and the probability of orange, last but not least, well, there's 1 orange counter out of 8 counters altogether, and so it's 1 out of 8. So we're going to start very simply like that. There's going to be a picture each time. Now, for the questions that are slightly more difficult, you can choose to draw the picture yourself, or you can choose just to try and work it through without. So that's our first example. Let's move on to our second example this morning. So we're going to be a wordy question this time. So a bag contains counters. And again, if you're writing notes in a book, these are good notes to write just like you would in class. If you need a new book so you can write stuff in, please let me know by making a comment. I'm back in school later on this week and I'll pick one up, and the next time I'm going past or near your house, I'll drop it in for you. So a bag contains 10 counters. 6 are red, 1 is blue, and the rest are green. Now you can choose to answer the question straight away, or you could choose to draw yourself the bag so you know exactly what's going on. Now I know that we've got 6 red counters, so 6 red counters. I've got 1 blue counter, and I've got the rest are green. Well, you're going to have to work out how many are green. I've got 7 there altogether. I've got 10 altogether, so I know I've got 3. And drawing the picture may well help you. I'm then going to work out the probability to pick a red counter at random. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10 altogether. Could cancel it down again if I wanted to. I've got the probability I pick a green counter. There's 3 of those out of the 10 counters altogether. And the probability that I pick a blue counter, well, that's just 1 in 10. So hopefully I can work through all of our probability questions. Some are numbers, some are letters, all the same process. Draw it out if you need to. Complete the sheet, mark it as submitted, mark your answers, send me a picture of your working out, could be these pictures, and also let me know your score. Any problems, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.